Here's a question. Is the Russia-Iran bromance falling apart? Well, it was supposed to be a match made in heaven, or maybe the wartime heaven. Russia needed drones for its war in Ukraine, and Iran had just the thing. The Shahed 136 kamikaze drones. Back in 2023, the two countries signed a $1.75 billion deal so that Moscow could build these drones inside Russia. Tehran got the money, Tehran got the influence, and the promise of advanced military tech in return. Now, fast forward to 2 years, and now there is trouble in the paradise. So the question is, what went wrong? Russia didn't just assemble Iran's drone. It took the blueprints, improvised them, and began making their cheaper and faster version of this. Today, nearly 90% of Shahed production is local to Russia, cutting Iran almost completely out of the process. In the meantime, the factory in Tatarstan is now a full-scale drone-making machine. Aluminium bars go in, engineers come out, chips are made on sites, carbon fiber becomes drone bodies. Let me tell you, everything happens under one roof. No need to wait for Tehran's delivery, right? Cheaper, better, and all made in Russia. Back in 2022, Moscow was paying about $200,000 per drone. And now, that's around $70,000. Now, adding fuel to the fire, Russian-made Shaheds, they are not exact copies. They have got better communication system, bigger warheads, and batteries that can last long. Moscow can even export these improvised drones back to Iran if it wants, flipping the supplier-consumer relationship entirely. Then comes Iran's frustration. Now for Tehran, this is a bitter pill. They provided drones, technology, and even the factory setup. But now Russia is producing thousands of drones, and that too without them. And on the top of that, Iranian officials say that Moscow still owns them money and hasn't really delivered all the promised aviation technology. The breaking point may have been during 12-day war between Israel and Iran earlier this year, if you remember. Tehran kind of expected Moscow to step up, maybe send some weapons or intelligence. Interestingly, Russia just offered verbal condemnation. The relationship built on convenience, not loyalty. In the meantime, Western analysts say that this is the real face of Russia-Iran partnership. Purely transactional. Russia takes what it needs, gives as little as possible, and never goes beyond its own interest. Even Iran's own analysts believe that the partnership is both cooperation and competition. Now, why this matters? Now, this rift does not mean the alliance is over. Iran still wants Russian weapons, air defense systems, and economic support. In fact, reports say that Russia has recently delivered an S-400 air defense system to Iran. But the trust factor? Well, that's another story. If Iran feels sidelined now, it may push harder to boost its own drone production or demand more from Moscow in future deals. So basically, in the end, this is less of a love story and more like a chess match. And right now, it is Russia that is playing the better game.